All right, Rundown, Friday, June 14th. We're live from Carmel Bay. Friday Rundown, you don't get that very often. You're welcome. Working hard, not boondoggling, not even close. This is presented by Philips Norelco. This guy right here, beautiful, fantastic little device.
Can
Philips
you please
Norelco.
shave him?
They got the right tool to help you create the look that feels right, which is different than the look that Frankie Borelli's got going on.
You're actually taking real hairs off.
Dude, his hair's going
I
to be
can
all
hear
over,
the hairs
all over
coming
your
up.
guys matching
It's going to be all over
khakis.
my clothes.
Dude, you're going to look great, though.
Is it actually coming off?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
No red marks?
None.
Well, I
Wow.
mean, it's already red,
Well,
yeah, because
of
you were burnt
sunburn.
yesterday.
because your face
You're
is
just
red.
ruining my clothes?
If you're still using a manual blade to shave,
Oh,
it's
this
time
is
to
gonna be a lot.
reconsider with the
This is
Philips
bizarre
Norelco
behavior.
Shaver
You can
6000.
finish the rest of it later.
The perfect tool for a close, clean shave. If you're looking for a closer, more comfortable shave, it's time to ditch the blade, protect your skin, and shave the way that feels right with the Philips Norelco Shaver
Do I just
6000.
have half a shaved face now?
Look for Philips Norelco online and in-store, especially for Father's Day gifts.
Sick
You
look,
have-
sick look.
One half of your face is shaved, the other is just not.
That was pretty smooth.
I gotta
It'll
say-
throw up and down.
You like that? You
Yeah.
like that little thing?
Also smooth as your face after the Philips
It
Norelco.
feels great. That felt great. No joke.
Yeah.
This felt incredible.
I probably could have pressed a little harder, but I was nervous that
Feel
I
that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got a
Like
little
a little-
patch that Trent missed, but
I would have pressed so hard. I'll do your other side.
Don't hurt me.
are you going to get him? Do it. Shave him up.
No.
Come on.
Come on, Whit.
No.
Come on.
Come on,
You
Whit.
can shave yourself.
Come on, baby.
You can shave yourself.
I know you want to do it with.
Come on, make me
Get in
smooth.
there.
I would never
Make,
shave
make
you.
Frankie
I
smooth.
would never shave another man.
Maybe make his
Gotta live a little.
sideburns uneven.
Remember when when we made that bet for your Islanders are going to make the playoffs, and I originally wanted to say whoever wins the bet has to caddy for the other person. You said I'll never hold your bags.
Yeah, I would never, ever caddy for you. I would never put myself in a position to have to caddy for you.
Didn't you have another Islanders thing you wanted to bring up, Frankie?
Ever.
No,
Oh,
dude, we can't talk more Islanders.
We're not going to talk
I'm
Islanders because
I'm gonna puke.
the Blues won the Stanley Cup. And
They did win the Stanley Cup.
So
Thank
the
you very
Islanders
much.
were trash in the second round in the second round of the playoffs and all this shit, and I don't like to really bring it up. But the thing I want to bring up is that you told me that Jordan Eberle was never going to re-sign with the New York Islanders because he doesn't like the island, and he just signed for 5 years and took a discount.
Yeah, I mean, I had some.
Stunning.
I was very surprised to see. I think I for a second I thought like Lou may have blackmailed him or something. Like I don't know.
You were very
I
confident.
was shocked, but you know what? Maybe the sweep in the first round that you've held on to and appreciate so much and really like live for, that one first round sweep. Maybe that did it.
Maybe the tides are turning on the island, like, and you and Biz and that fucking guy Sean Avery who say it's the worst place to play. Maybe things are changing because of Lou and Trotz.
Maybe.
The new
I'm
arena?
not saying that couldn't be the case.
Speaking of hockey, let's talk about the St. Louis Blues, who of course won the Stanley Cup. More importantly, Boris, YP.
Unbelievable.
He made it to St. Louis after, I believe, some flight troubles. He was probably on American Airlines, those motherfuckers. Anyways, he finally made it there. Boris in the Stanley Cup. I think we all thought it was obviously going to happen at some point.
It happened a lot quicker than I thought.
Seeing that little rat in that thing kind of spinning around in a circle, people grabbing him. Fucking Tarasenko was in there. I don't think Tarasenko really knew what was going on.
They don't have those things in Russia. Are you kidding me?
But
No,
someone said Vlad should know how to handle a Boris.
What?
Someone tweeted out Vlad should be able to handle a Boris. I feel like
because,
Vlad, like,
because
just,
Boris is a Russian name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it now.
dude, I think he put the thing on the ground and just at the end of the video that YP put up, the thing scurried around. Everyone, it was like chaos.
Because
Well,
that thing probably doesn't want to be doing any of the stuff it's doing.
At the end, it
supposed
looked
to be
like-
awake or supposed to be asleep.
It's nocturnal.
Yeah. So during the day when they're
YP
partying
gets
with this
so
thing,
mad when you bring that up.
He's like, it's the best chinchilla in the world. I took it from the back of a animal store that was sitting in a dirty cage, and now it's in the Stanley
it's like
Cup.
I got it from Chernobyl.
He's only
Same.
viewing it from his perspective. He thinks Boris is having a good time because he's having a good time with Boris. He's dancing with him. He's now putting him inside the Stanley Cup. But I think inside of that chinchilla's brain, I think it's just applesauce
Dude,
now.
some lady in the background, Boris was inside the Stanley Cup, and some lady shrieked in the background, "It's gonna have a heart attack!"
Boris, what do you think, bro?
You're gonna give him a heart attack.
Like, and you just see Boris like, "Please fucking help me."
I love YP and I love Boris, but that animal,
Oh, so the
Some
woman
lady's
knows that like this it does not want to be in there
Some
right
lady's
now.
like, "That thing's gonna have a heart attack."
YP's like, it's dancing around. He's like, no, it's actually having a panic attack in that bowl that it's in right now. Please take it out.
But the image of Boris leaning out of the Stanley Cup is exactly the picture of the shirts that we're selling.
yes.
Yep. And
Crazy.
the end of the video looked like the Blair Witch Project when the chinchilla was running around the floor and they were trying to fucking
Is
find
the
it. and they
parade
just
going
cut out.
down
It was
today?
crazy town.
Tomorrow.
They're doing a Saturday parade?
Was that a lie?
I think it's tomorrow. I thought they said Saturday parade.
Oh, Jesus. Heads up,
I thought I saw
St. Louis.
Jake Allen, I think, tweet out, like, can't wait to see all of St. Louis tomorrow on Market Street.
It's going to be a scene. It's
That
going to be an
will be a
absolute scene. Patrick Maroon, who's, of course, YP's very good buddy.
Hometown
He's
guy.
been talking about that. Hometown guy. He took the hometown discount to play for the St. Louis Blues. They ended up winning the Stanley Cup. He had the Game 7 winner in against the Dallas series in double overtime. He was shit-faced, which is awesome. You like to see, giving us a little bit
He
of,
better
kind of
be.
remnants of the OV clips from last year. Did the old pizza review.
All right, Stanley, here we are. Pizza review. Have you ever heard of them? Boris Stanley. Got one bite. Everybody knows the rules. One bite. I don't know though. The mushrooms on it? I don't know about that. I'm gonna go for the crust first. What do you think? Oh, okay. Hey, old Chris! Fuck your pizza review, buddy. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. Stanley Cup pizza, 10 out of 10. What do you give? Oh, you fucked it up. Why? We gotta give it a 10.0. 10.0, that's right. Can't do 10.0. That's the Reds rules. 10.0. Mr. Stanley, what do you think?
Actually did it better than YP because YP just said 10 out of 10, and then Maroon in his drunken stupor was like 10.0, 10.0. That's how you got to do the score. But they did a fucking pizza review with the Stanley Cup.
That felt like a shot at Dave when he did the 10.0 because Dave always says I never do 10s. You can't go up from that. It's the figure skating scale, and I think YP is so anti Boston and anti-Dave right now after winning the cup that he just went straight 10.
The reason why you can never have a 10 is because what if you have a better pizza? Then what do you rate that? But in this scenario,
You can't get
in
any
what
better.
world does it get better than your first Stanley Cup hometown guy, his local like best friend?
No, it actually doesn't.
It
You're
doesn't
right.
get
Great
better.
point,
Like the
Frankie.
next time they
That's
do
the
that,
dream.
it won't be as good as the first time. So that is the 10.
I 100% agree.
His life is the 10 out of 10 right now is what you're saying. So he's
Just
gonna
like that
But
moment,
pizza in
that
St. Louis is trash.
really
No,
bad.
it's not. I disagree.
I thought it was
strongly.
really bad.
Pizza in
Trash.
St. Louis is
Trash.
delicious.
You've never even had pizza in St. Louis, have you?
Excuse me? I'm
Oh,
from
yeah,
St.
you
Louis.
grew up there. I forgot.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of pizza in St. Louis because when
Yeah.
you grow up there, you
I
usually
forgot. 'cause
It's,
you're not even
food
eat
that's
everything
there.
that's around.
Right,
It's cracker
correct.
bread and sauce. It's cracker bread.
Yeah, I mean, we like thin crust pizza. You also, which
But it's not
places-
thin crust pizza.
Like
I mean, it is
egg noodles
literally
and
thin
ketchup.
crust pizza. It's pizza with thin crust. That's what it is.
Crackers though. Like there's a difference between crackers and thin crust pizza. This
I mean, it isn't crackers. It's actually
cut it in little
dough
squares
and
of
bread, and
crackers.
then
I don't even know if it's dough.
yeah, no, it is.
It's like a sheet.
It's not crackers. You're just making stuff up at this point. Which place did you eat at?
Emos,
Yeah, I mean, Emo's is a
Ferracci's,
chain, so
which
it's
was
like
trash. Ferracci's put
Chains
like
are trash.
Ferracci's legitimately put nacho sauce on the pizza. It was like a glump of orange nacho sauce beneath the fucking cheese. It was the most tacky thing I've ever seen. I felt bad for that family that sells that.
oh,
wow.
That family just took a beating from you.
What
that's
else did
tough
we
for you to
have?
say as a family that's
I know.
I
You
felt
own a family
taking some
restaurant.
beating.
and
That's how
you're
bad it
attacking
was.
another family.
That's how
on,
they
Yeah.
put nacho
that's
cheese on
on
their
a,
pizza.
on a big platform too.
Wow.
I mean, imagine if somebody was just attacking Borelli's right now out there
They do attack Borelli's out.
Some guy
because
said
of you.
when we were walking the other day, some guy said it's the worst food I've ever had, and I thought I thought Frankie was gonna fight him. We had to
About
hold him back.
Pirelli's?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
like that guy.
Oh my!
Frankie
God.
hated that guy.
I
that was
did.
the only comedy made. He just
I
goes,
did.
Sounds
worst
like
food
you
I've ever
liked
had.
I didn't like that guy.
Worst food I've ever had.
Frankie was like, he was serious. He
No,
was
I didn't
serious.
like the fact that they put the nacho cheese on the pizza. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I haven't eaten there.
What
but I
else
think
did we
that's
have?
Weird.
We had a bunch of other places. I don't
If
know.
anybody ever goes to St. Louis, St. Charles area, Fratelli's is my favorite pizza I've ever
Oh
had.
no, we had
Delicious.
one really good one. What the hell was the name of it? It was oh man, shit. That sucks. I'm not gonna remember.
That's a sick call right there, though.
no, because that would have been a good
Remembering
shout
the
out
name
for
of
this
the
place.
best
You
place.
nailed that. Yep.
NBA again. This is the crew to break it down. The Raptors win. They won last night. Klay Thompson went out. I believe ACL. Is that what he had? Torn
Yeah.
ACL.
Did he?
Yep.
Mhm.
Wow.
I think
That's
the
tough.
reports were that he said, "I'll be back in 2 minutes." And they took him in the locker room, and they were like, "Yeah. I mean, you have a torn ACL."
So
you can't-
Clay and Durant are just gone next season. It's just Steph the whole time. Steph and Draymond.
I mean, the earliest for them is what, like 9 months?
Yeah.
Wasn't Durant gone anyways? Either way, the only thing that shocked me was the complete fuck up of the league to let the end of the game go the way it did.
Yeah.
Because no one knew what was going on. We figured the Raptors won. It was like 15 minutes it felt like before they could celebrate. So that was kind of a letdown.
That's just classic basketball. Refuses to let games end.
Can I ask you guys a
No
question?
matter what. The
So
game
you guys,
just dragged
Bizarre
on.
ending.
you guys
fucking
always
forever.
hate on the NBA because you say you watch the last 5 minutes, you know who's going to win. You think it's either going to be the Golden State Warriors because they're a dynasty, or it's going to be a LeBron-led team. Isn't this the type of the win that you would like? Like the Toronto Raptors are the NBA champions. That is something no one saw coming.
Yes, it's awesome.
That's what you guys should be liking this more than anybody else, because the biggest critique you guys have is we just know what's going to happen at the beginning of the season. Nobody saw the Raptors winning the title.
And the fact that they made the moves, right? Like they made crazy aggressive moves to basically say we're going to try to get a championship.
Right.
And it fucking paid off.
Kawhi can just leave now. He won a title. It was a rental. It was a big risk because he had the quad injury in San Antonio, and then he just carried the team to a title. This is what you guys should be loving this.
I am, and I've been saying, like, I thought I was I think the only one on this panel that said at the beginning of the series and when it was, I think 3-2 after 3-2, I said I think the Raptors are absolutely going to win this series. I said that about last night's game. I thought they would absolutely win, but what I love about it is essentially like when I started hating or not liking NBA was like when Miami was dominating, because it felt like their fans weren't into it at all. They couldn't have given a shit less. It was like the first real like super team of that time, and it just felt like there was no real emotional connection to watching the NBA, and you knew who the best team was going to be and who was going to win. And then that just transferred basically to watching the Warriors and the Cavs play every year.
Correct.
And that whole stretch of 6 or 7 years, however long that was, it just felt like there was no reason to watch until the final couple games of the NBA Finals.
LeBron went to 8 straight finals.
That's crazy town. This I love.
And his
This was
record's
awesome.
terrible. Terrible record.
3-5.
The Kawhi Leonard, that guy's a freak. I know nothing about basketball, but he doesn't look that fast, yet gets to the hoop and makes the game look so easy. So that was incredible. And am I wrong, Trent? You're the basketball guy. When he got traded, wasn't he furious he got traded to Toronto?
No, I think he did.
Or did I make
He was.
I
Our
thought
guy
there was
Jake
like a
taking
beef where he was like not happy or wasn't talking to the media. So to see it end the way it did just shows how sick he is.
And that's the second three-peat that he stopped, right? He didn't when he won on the Spurs. Wasn't the Heat going for 3 in a row? And
Yes.
he beat them.
Yes, that's right. I'm just looking at Jake now. See, I don't remember that specific.
Nobody knows. You're asking the wrong
No, I
people.
think that's
Nobody
correct.
has a clue.
He's a streak stopper.
He's a streak
That's what he
stopper.
does.
Kawhi.
Wow.
The robot.
Congratulations to Drake first and foremost. That's what I would like to say. He was,
Yeah,
he was,
and congratulations to Toronto.
he was FaceTiming with Steph Curry. I don't know if you guys saw that video. Drake was, and it was just very funny. Like Steph was upset, but he's also got 3 rings, so he doesn't it's not that devastating. And Drake said, "I know Clay called me a pussy, but I'm gonna let that slide." So it's.
Oh, like
I
what
like
were you
having
gonna
Drake
do?
in the mix. I know Drake is like taking a ton of shit for this, but it's hilarious that he's celebrating like he was a player. He put up an Instagram of him with the Larry O'Brien, like the old Jordan picture. It's just incredible. Congratulations to Drake. I hope he gets a ring.
And Toronto, the city that they love their basketball, and they finally got their championship.
They did, man. Why?
You know?
It's been a
Yeah.
long time. Jurassic Park was bumping.
Toronto, they're the basketball city.
Whit, how do you feel about Drake?
I bet I know how this is gonna go.
No, I think it's ridiculous when he just is like on the court in the middle of the action. We actually talked about this on Chicklets one episode, that it was a disaster seeing him get in the mix that much, like talking shit to players. But I mean, he's more famous than any of these guys. He's more like they probably like having him around. But still, I'm just happy we never have to hear Drake curse again. Drake curse is done. That was like you hear that constantly. That's over with. He got his title. Good for him.
Yep.
A little bizarre to see Curry miss the shot. I feel like he was going to make that.
I did too. That was crazy. And then the fact that he always is able to hit it when he looks like he has no time to get it off. That looked the exact same shot he's hit a million times.
He had a pretty good look.
The second
Did
he
it,
released
but
it just felt like this
A
guy
pretty
always
good look
makes
for
this.
him is like a guy like still in his face
I know.
and getting it off so quick. But he still carried him. I mean, he won the game before, even to force Game 6 at the end. It felt like.
Plus, he lost Durant and he lost Clay, and that's like what the makeup of the team is. It's a huge fucking star-powered team, and it's just him running around. And didn't Draymond like foul out or something like that? Or no, I just made that up. I didn't
Dude,
watch
you're
it.
asking
I didn't watch
questions
the game.
like who nobody knows the questions.
Our guy Jake, he does
shaking
like
his
NBA
head
a lot,
no.
and he's just shaking his head yes or no. That's kind of what we're checking.
Jake, too, was filming during the whole. He had to, like, film the house. During
How
it,
many
so he
more
wasn't even
million?
fucking watching.
How many more people watched the game of NBA Finals last night versus Game 7 Bruins Blues?
Should we guess?
Is it like
Fucking-
40 million more, or is that
No, that seems crazy.
I think it's crazy amount different,
I
though.
feel like
Really?
it's
I'm gonna guess.
How many people watch the Super Bowl?
200
I
million.
have no idea.
No, I think it's like
I
100
couldn't.
million.
I couldn't even put a guess on it.
I'm gonna guess.
Are you
I'm gonna
fucking
guess.
kidding me?
I'm gonna guess 95 million people watch the Super Bowl.
Where are you even
I
coming
think-
up with that number?
We got to get a number
I'm
of.
just-
I'm just.
Where did I come up with
interested
it? My
How many
brain.
more
That's
people are
literally what a
watching
guess is.
basketball than hockey?
I just guessed.
150.
What?
103.
103. That's a pretty good guess, by
Watch the Super Bowl 103.
Okay.
Fuck.
So then last night, let's guess that 40 million people, 35 million people watch the NBA,
I'm gonna say
Maybe.
lower.
and maybe my
11
guess for
million?
hockey is 7 million.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna guess NBA was like 20 and hockey was like 7 or 8 million. That's my
Okay.
guess.
All right.
These-
We'll get to that.
these guys can
we'll
fact
get to
check
that
'em.
never.
U.S. Open. Yeah, we will. We'll just never come back to that
Yep.
little
No.
conversation.
It's gone.
U.S. Open. We are, of course, we're live from Carmel Bay, which I mean, this could be any body of water behind us. Spieth Greller. This became a big thing.
Come on, why are you yelling at your caddy like that?
Yeah, but
No,
more we come to these,
I've done that before. I'm not gonna lie.
the more we come to these majors, the more you and how close we are, and with the great access that the USGA gives us, you realize that this is sort of their relationship and sort of how Jordan Spieth is. He's a bit of a head case out there. He's always yelling at somebody, but I think right after that they're okay. Like they've been through so many wars together that this is
Well,
the
look.
media's blowing this up more than than they should.
Well, it's very clear that this is not a one-off situation. This isn't like the first time that Spieth's ever talked to Greller like that. They've been together for years and years. They've won major championships together. There's 0% chance that Greller is like dramatically affected by this. Like you said, this happens all the fucking time, and we watched it, so we missed that in real time. But it went crazy on Twitter. Spieth on number
I saw
8.
that real time.
You saw.
You saw the.
I saw.
You saw the reaction.
I saw the reaction to the shot off 8,
So-
and then I saw it on the tee box when Greller was telling Tiger's caddy.
So let me say what exactly just happened. He hits his tee shot off 8. Clearly, he thought it was the right club. It went like a foot too far and went into the ravine, which goes across between the 8 fairway and 8 green. Then he hits his next shot. It goes over the green. Spieth says to his caddy, 2 perfect shots, Michael. 1 in the water, 1 over the green.
You put me in the water, I think it was.
You
Either
put me
way.
in the water,
Either
you
way,
put me
he
over.
it was blatantly kind of putting the blame on him.
Right. And this was picked up by the mics and went kind of crazy, and everybody was commenting on it. A lot of people being like, what a little bitch, like blaming his caddy. You're the one that hits the shot, all this, that. Again, I think like this is clearly their relationship, and the big part of that is that when we were at the PGA Championship, after every shot on the range, Spieth kind of looks back. He talks to his team. He talks to Cameron McCormick. He's kind of like fidgety, this, that. What do we think? What are we gonna do? We gotta fix this chip, that. And then on the back nine, when we walked with him, I mean on 16, Spieth hit it to like 30 feet from the middle of the fairway. And he afterwards was just the entire walk from where he had a shot from let's call it 160
throwing his
out
hands up.
all the way to the green. He's looking back at Michael, being like,
He's like, I was in the middle of the fairway.
I can't get it inside 30 feet. I knew I couldn't get it inside 30 feet. Just this,
I think,
that.
he said,
I
I think he said middle of the fairway, and we're fucking 2-putting.
Well, I think that some players are just like mentally unstable
Yep.
and they're insane, and the caddies know they need to get this out, and I'll just take it. I'll be the guy.
Take
This is how it works. And Spieth also hits more 30-footers than anyone else. So I can't imagine how many times Greller has been like just listening to him complain that it's 25 feet, then he cans it, then he's like, oh, that worked out, you know?
Dude,
and
on 16, too, he was so close to
and
making
Greller
it.
after
He did.
rounds, because, yeah, he knows exactly his role in terms of they are a team. Spieth always says we, and he knows that he's going to get shit on once in a while. That's just how things operate. That's how Spieth works. But after rounds, sometimes he must just be like, put his foot up, like hit his pen and just have a drink. Like, Jesus
Dude, we were
Christ.
saying on 16.
This is stressful as shit out there with him today. He's just yelling at me after every shot, talking about every putt. I need a fucking glass of red.
Dude, after 8 and then after 9 and then after 16, we were saying, like, we watched Greller walking up to the green, and he was just getting berated by Spieth. And I was just saying, like, after this many years and this many rounds of this happening, Greller in his head's just like, shut the fuck up.
No, he's like,
just
paycheck,
all right, like,
paycheck,
whatever. Yeah, like-
paycheck. I made $2 million last year. Just keep
keep
taking this
walking.
shit.
Just don't get aggravated. It's okay. You're going to be fine. This is why your life is
Greller
the way
gets
it
love
is.
though. I was following around Tiger, Spieth, and Rose this morning before you guys, before I was here earlier, and like people are yelling at Grella. The crowd's always yelling at him. They love
Yeah.
him. So he takes a little abuse, but gets some love from the fans.
Yeah, the bottom line is if they had mics on these two the whole time, people would realize that this is pretty par for the course.
And credit to Spieth that he has forever, like Whit just alluded to, he's always said we. In all of his pressers, when he won the Masters, he's always like, well, we had this, we were talking about that, and always kind of
He
included
put me in the
Greller
water.
as part of his team there. He put me in the water. And then there was a rake incident today. I think it was on the second hole where Spieth's in a fairway bunker. He hits one and it's fucking hits a rake. It just kind of comes straight back. And he goes, oh, my God, there was a rake there.
Yeah, like you can't see the rake if you go up and look. Like they're not that small.
Incredible
Giant
clip.
black things.
We got Justin Rose is, I think at this point, 7 under as we're recording this. Yep, 7 under. He's got a 2-shot lead. He had a 3-shot lead a couple minutes ago. He's kind of becoming a little bit, or he was turning this into a little bit of the Brooks Koepka factor as everybody's rooting for Justin Rose to make mistakes. Nothing against Rose. Nice guy. He's got a gorgeous golf swing. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. We talked about it a little bit more today before the show.
That's going left.
Of his effort. I mean, he just hit the furthest left tee shot on 6 I've ever seen. Of his effortless golf swing, but it's perfect fundamentally. All the lines, all his shit's perfect. And he seems like a great guy. Heard nothing but nice things from the guys over at like Marion after he won. He became a member. They love him and his family. You're still rooting for the guy to make bogeys left and right because you got Fowler, you got Tigers making a little bit of a run. Rory's going to tee off in a little bit at 300 par.
Fucking Molinari's up there again.
Molinari.
Fucking Bryson's in the mix.
Molinari's first 9 holes today. He just missed like the first 6 or 7 greens. Got up and down from all over the fucking planet, and then all of a sudden went on a tear, and now he's 3 or 4 under for the day. That would have been a quick, like, 80, 85.
These guys get up and down from a shoebox. It doesn't matter where they are. I've seen a bunch of them short-sided, flop shots, make a long putt. It's what separates them from everyone else.
Right, our 7s and 8s are their 5s.
Your 7 and 8s.
Well, you missed
Ian
a couple.
Poulter, dressed like an absolute moron today.
What an idiot.
Goes up to the 3rd hole, gets a kind of a tough lie, decides to try to play it way behind him while standing kind of off to the side, weird stance, hits it, basically whiffs. I mean, he maybe moved the ball an inch. Then he gives a big old thing. He walks around, ends up making a quad. Awesome clip on there, too, when right after he finally gets one on the green, he hits like 2 or 3 different terrible shots, and you could hear him just turn around. Somebody from the gallery was like, nice shot, Bolts. And he just turns around and goes, thank you. Yeah. So they're letting him have it. But you got to love seeing Ian Poulter hit some horrible shots. Brooks Koepka with a great so Poulter walked on the range. Like I said, he's dressed like a fucking idiot. Walked onto the range behind Koepka. Koepka hits a shot. Turns around, just kind of casually glancing, and then does a big double take at Poulter. Like, what the fuck is that
What
guy
is this
wearing?
clown show that's going on behind me?
I'm happy about any and all bad things that happen to Ian Poulter. So those clips like that, they give me life.
What do you think
they
about
breathe
Poulter?
air
These
into
guys
my
hate
lungs.
him.
I don't hate him nearly as much as everyone else. I mean, he's
I think he's funny.
he's on Instagram
No,
with
you
this.
don't.
I do. You keep telling me I don't. If I said that to you, of all people, you'd be like, "What do you mean I don't?" I'm telling you how I feel. I think he's funny.
Yeah, why are
He's
you
lately-
telling? Why are you telling him how he feels?
Imagine I tried to do that to you. Well, what are you talking?
Hold on, let me imagine it. I can't. What does
can't
that even
imagine
mean?
either.
Like, what would he? What do you mean? What would he do?
He'd get mad if I was like, "You don't find him funny."
What's funny about him?
I think
He
that
is
his
like
cocky attitude and like the fact that he really
I think he
hasn't
knows he's
played,
pissing people
he's
off.
pissing so many
See, that's
people
where I
off.
disagree.
What do you mean?
I can't decide if he
Look
knows
his fucking
or not.
hair and his outfits.
I think he likes that outfit. I
In
think
my
he thinks
mind,
that's a
yeah,
great
like
outfit.
he loves collecting Ferraris. That's such a douchebag thing to do. I think he thinks.
How is it a douchebag?
What is it?
How is
Dude,
it a
the picture he
douchebag
took
thing
with
to
the
do?
Ferrari.
Bro, the picture he took with
Buddy.
the Ferraris is laugh out loud funny.
And then he
If you have the
He has
money,
11
why
he
would
has
I don't
you
think he
all
does.
the
He almost lost
Ferrari?
his tour card like 2 years ago. How does he have the money for it?
Dude,
Because he's been making millions.
he had
on
every
endorsements
version of the
for
Ferrari
years.
that has ever come out, and he's just standing in front of it.
And he
Ian
compla-
Poulter, that
he
fucking
complains when his-
douchebag that you hate.
He complains about his private jet being late. He's
That's
just
so
like,
funny.
I would too if I'm paying big money for my private jet and it was
He
like.
tries to get normal people fired from their jobs.
That
is
part's
true.
like
Just doing
bullshit.
shit. I don't like
He
that.
does?
Yes, he's had multiple accounts of
his
that.
Ferrari delivery was late. It was
Yeah,
supposed to
hurry
come
up with
across
my
the
Ferrari.
country.
I just paid $400K for that.
Dude,
Where
listen
is
to
my
what you're saying
Ferraris?
right now. Tell me that's not hilarious.
Somebody chirped him
His Ferrari
from the gallery
delivery
one
was
time,
late.
and he put him on blast on Twitter.
Yeah, but he's not a fucking.
It's not a
sit
way-
You're
down.
laughing, saying
He takes it
I'm
very
not-
seriously.
I think that's funny.
I'm laughing because you're laughing.
That the part of him saying, "Where the fuck is my Ferrari delivery? I want you fired," is laugh out loud funny.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nope, it's not.
What do you want him to buy a Prius? The guy's fucking making millions of dollars playing golf, wearing ridiculous outfits, and his hair's all over the place. He's chopping shots at the U.S. Open. Same
I love
thing.
that. That is funny to me. But other than that, I don't find him funny. We chased him off the range the other day. If you guys watched that video we put
You
up.
didn't chase
We
him
chased
off
him right
anywhere.
off the
Fuck
range.
off, Trent. You didn't chase him
Man,
anywhere.
we were in his kitchen. We chased him right off the range.
Yeah, we very confidently chirped him quietly as he walked away from us.
Yeah.
on the range.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Keep it moving.
So suck it, Ian.
Yeah,
Poulter.
just like I waved to Tiger with his eyes to me.
Poulter made quad on 3. It's a great thing to see. Johnny Miller, I'm a huge Johnny Miller fan. They brought him on, I guess, to the coverage to ask him about how difficult the 12th hole is here at Pebble Beach.
I can
And
tell you
his
that the 12th hole is the hardest hole in the world.
And his immediate thing was he brought up how he's got 2 hole-in-ones on the 12th hole.
Of course he did.
Why would that? That's just such a Johnny Miller.
So good.
I mean, that's a dream scenario, though. If people are telling you how hard a hole is, you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I have 2 aces on that hole. It's not that tough.
It's kind of like me on 8.
Yeah, your
Mid
legendary
par
par.
on
I've heard about that.
Your
par
legendary lag.
15 times.
2-putt
Lag,
lag,
2-putt.
par. That was sweet. Trent made a 25 on 12.
He did.
Yeah,
Like,
I did.
He
legit?
hit 3 balls over the fence. He went back to back home runs.
So are you the guy who just, like, doesn't pick up?
And
Yep.
he just keeps going.
You
Like,
like
putts out.
like when you've hit like 8 shots in a hole, you should just be like, all right, guys, like
So we're
I'm
playing.
picking up.
We're playing
Whitney,
Spyglass.
you're
You're in for a
You
wake-up call
can't
tomorrow.
post 144 bet page by just
We're
picking
playing
up.
Spyglass tomorrow. Will you get frustrated if Trent is hitting behind you and he's on his 11th shot on the
Yeah, I'll be
fairway and
furious.
you're?
But I'm not like
green
an
light
and I'll be
reading
letting
it?
him
No,
know. too,
it'll
like,
be fine.
Pick your fucking ball.
I'm not like an
Trent, let's
asshole
go.
about it. We keep it moving.
Playing
I'm
a
not an
premier
asshole about
golf
it.
course in the world.
We'll see.
Spyglass.
We'll see. We'll see exactly
I think
how
we're gonna have a great time, Whit.
Trent Daddy went top off the tee on 12, and then he just got the shanks, and he hit 3 straight OB fence right.
Yep.
And then hit one in the greenside right bunker. Couldn't get out of it.
See that at that point, hit the 3 you did, hit in the greenside bunker, walk into the trap, use your fingers, pick the ball up, put it in your pocket, and meet everyone on the tee.
I think I tried to get
'Cause
out of the
they're
trap,
waiting
and then
to putt at
then I
that
did
point.
pick up. Oh, people can putt. They can do whatever they want.
No, because when you're in a bunker, people won't putt because you could skull fuck one right off their temple if they're not watching.
These guys know I'm not getting out of the bunker.
There we go. We can putt.
Tiger Woods, he's the last one we will talk about. 1 under par yesterday. It seemed like a real grind for him yesterday, but he got up, U.S. Open, posted a score under par. That's solid. Then today he started on the back 9, which is the tougher of the 2, hitting the ball on a string. I think last time I saw he had hit 10 out of 12 fairways for the day. That's fantastic for him. Not putting well. He can't make anything. Don't like to see that. We did see him miss a bunch of putts on Monday. He missed a bunch of putts on the amateur side while we were watching him practice. Would love to see him pour those things in. He's 2 under for the tournament as we're recording this. Could easily be 5 or 6 under, right in the mix with Justin Rose. But he looks good. I mean, I guess the U.S. Open.
What
you
hole
gotta
is
be
he on right
patient.
now as we record?
He's on 6. I think I
6?
just saw him hit one on the green or near the green on 6 and 2. That's what I think.
So if
I
we
was
can get
out
him,
there.
if we can get him to 4 under for the tournament, if he can make 2 here in the next stretch, in the final.
Oh, that'd be
stretch,
incredible.
I think
Yeah.
we are in very, very prime position for
Yeah,
the
I think
weekend.
even 2 under right now is T16. So I mean, he's
Right.
fine.
But just because of the guys ahead of him, it makes me nervous.
Birdied
with
6 and
some
7
big,
yesterday.
big names. Yeah.
So we're I think
Yeah,
we're in good
yesterday he
shape.
birdied 4, doubled 5, and then birdied 6 and 7.
When
So-
when the weather's like this, or no, I'm pointing here, but this could be anywhere.
where we could be.
this-
It is
Yeah.
perfect weather to play golf in.
So my question is 7 the easiest hole in the world when the weather's like this?
Yeah,
Correct,
for
yep.
these guys, when this is the weather, they're like, oh,
This is a
it's
joke.
110 playing 94. I'll hit it inside 10 feet. It's just
Every single time.
the fact though that hole you guys have hit 6 iron into that hole. So that's what makes it so special. But right now, I mean, that's a joke to them.
Yeah, when we Tuesday when we were inside the ropes with that crew, it was like Spieth and JT, and I think 3 out of the 4 of them almost got a hole in one on the hole.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Although that Aaron Wise, who's a real up and coming player, he got it to 5 under. He birdied 6 and 7. I'm 5 and 6, and then he goes to 7 and doubles it. So it can really
Put it in the water?
I don't know what he did. I just saw he made a 5. It can ruin a round, but it shouldn't when the conditions are like this.
The water's still. It's like a pond. And
Yeah.
when we played during
Stillwater
media,
Cove.
when we
You could call
played,
it that.
when we
I don't know where that is. It's not here, but it's somewhere.
Yeah.
No.
it's- I
when
don't
we
know where
played
are.
during media day, it was crashing into the fucking cliffs and stuff. It was nuts.
No, it's a lot
Cove,
different.
good Cove reference.
You like that?
You like that?
Yeah, it was a little random. I thought that was the Cove that you just said, though. You just said Spy Cove for no reason, even though that isn't it.
No, that's Stillwater Cove.
That's Stillwater Cove.
Not here, but somewhere is Stillwater Cove right next to Pebble
We
Beach.
could be anywhere in the world.
Because we could be anywhere.
You don't
Okay.
know
I'm
where.
saying
All right.
this could be a pond. I mean, it's just still
Yeah.
pond.
Say goodbye to the pubes.
Well, are you shaving right now with your Phillips
Don't
Norelco
shave next to
6000?
me, dude. They're going to get on my clothes.
The shaver
It's
6000?
gonna be in Whitney's back of his throat.
It's disgusting. I
So
could throw up right now, Frankie. shaving on a couch next close to me.
We got to do
You made
radio
too many-
here for this.
You made too
couple
many
hours.
tape-to-tape passes
It's-
to
yeah.
have a fucking
Too many tape
a
tapers to have
feminine-looking boy shaving his pube mustache on
to
you.
have Francine Borelli shaving next to me.
Let's see you run that thing on that face there, Frank.
Take us out, Riggs.
Give it to me. That's it. That's all I got. Big thanks to Phillips Norelco. Their Shaver 6000 cleaning up Frankie, cleaning us all up. Everybody have a lovely weekend. That's it.
It's disgusting.